everyone. Welcome to tonight's Big Brother 24 chat.
Oh, hi. It's episode 4, and it's the big eviction episode that everybody's been waiting for. Everybody's been like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? Because somebody probably left the house, and if they did, are we gonna have the eviction?
There was some drama last night. The feeds went down around 8:30ish, Big Brother time last night. And
8:30 our time, wasn't it?
No.
Oh.
Trust.
Okay.
But yeah, they stayed down and everyone was like, oh my God, did Paloma leave?
Reminds me of the Martin Short character from Saturday Night Live. Like,
which one?
The one who had like that hair coming up.
Oh.
Oh my God, what's gonna happen?
I thought you were gonna say Jiminy Glick.
No.
Oh, Jiminy. All right, so
First
anyway.
I interview them high, and then I go down low.
Yes. Anyway.
All right.
We'll get to Paloma in a bit, but last time.
Who said anything about Paloma?
I did. Oh. Clearly you were not listening. Last time, Michael used the veto on himself, which was amazing, but then Daniel put up Taylor in Michael's place.
So that means it was either Taylor or Terry. Terry Higgins. Mm-hmm. Mr. Higgins.
Yes. The speech by Daniel is still not sitting right with me. It just felt wrong.
That was such a crap speech.
And maybe you can apologize?
Maybe you could apologize now, Daniel, for making such a crap speech when you didn't even know what was going on.
Taylor did not do anything wrong.
No.
And this show, by not showing the things that actually happened this past week, where Taylor was being mistreated by everybody, all the people that only watch the show are like, you're insane, you're crazy, nothing happened,
what's going on?
It's exhausting.
Yeah.
It really is.
All right, so this was freaky to me. Paloma and Taylor talking, and Paloma was talking 1,000 miles a minute.
Well, just the fact that Paloma was the one, comforting Taylor and being like, I can't imagine what you're going through, blah, blah, blah.
But maybe you shouldn't have said that you were a pageant girl because now everyone's going to target you and like me and...
Yeah. Okay, first of all, since when is pageant girl, the devil? Also, Paloma was the biggest instigator of the trash talk and all of that towards Taylor this past week, and now she's like, I'm your only friend in here, come talk to me when you need to.
Wow.
This conversation was also, I feel, cut in a way to be like, oh, sweet Paloma comforting Taylor.
It's like the big bad wolf in Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I really take issue with a lot of the editing choices this week.
And Paloma talking to Taylor like it was a done deal that she was out the door already.
Yeah,
we're still family when you're gone.
They cut out the parts of, we're all family, we're all going to be partying on a yacht in Greece after this, so, we're all family, so when you're watching this at home on your couch, still root for us.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a lot. Anyway.
All right, so then Taylor is like, something seems wrong here.
Well, Taylor was trying to take the time to go around and talk to everyone and figure out what the hell she did to offend people and upset them, because she didn't know what Daniel was referring to in his speech. So she's talking to Amira.
First up on the apology tour is...
she's talking to Amira and Britney.
She is like, wait a minute, that's not what I said.
Well, because Amira asks her, did you tell Monty that Paloma is coming after the guys? And Taylor's like, no, because she did not say that to Monty. Monty completely misconstrued what Taylor was saying, and it was like a whole terrible game of telephone.
Yeah.
So Taylor's explaining herself, saying, no, I was trying to make things better by giving Monty a heads up, maybe he should try and talk to Paloma so that the girls wouldn't have to be worried about the guys.
Right.
The girls should be worried about the guys, but whatever.
Yeah. So then Taylor goes and talks to Monty, and Monty's like, there was a miscommunication. I have to... And
but in his diary room thing, he was like, I'm closer to Paloma, so I'm sticking with her. Sorry, Taylor.
Even though I screwed you over, Taylor, sorry, I'm sticking with Paloma.
Yeah. Well, then this was really messed up. I had not seen this next conversation. I don't know if I just missed it or it happened while feeds were down or something.
It might have happened when the feeds were down.
I don't know. But Taylor was trying to chat with Paloma and ask, like, what's going on? You know, did I upset you? Blah, blah, blah. So she was trying to explain her side of the story with the whole Paloma, Monty, Taylor drama. And Paloma was like, I don't want to listen to this right now. I'd rather sleep. I mean, I know Paloma was...
Am I being rude? Am I being rude by saying I don't want to hear about it?
I know Paloma was going through it and really having issues sleeping, but also, like, wow.
Then she was talking about being a Buddha in the house and... something's not right.
Something was off there. Yeah. So anyway, let's put all that aside. Let's talk about one of the new alliances.
I don't know why they put this in.
Because this alliance is kind of a big factor and they need to work that in there.
Is it though? Even though someone is leaving from it? Is this alliance still going to hold?
I mean, we'll see. I don't know.
Let's take a break from the real game and talk about this stupid alliance.
All right. Well, Alyssa and Paloma, I would say, were the main ones that put this together.
The Scorpio sisters.
Yes, the Scorpio sisters.
That's the first I'm hearing of that alliance.
Yeah. What, that final two?
Yeah, I didn't know that was the name of it, the Scorpio sisters.
Actually, I think they were also calling themselves PSL, Pumpkin Spice Latte. I know. You know, take your pick. But anyway...
It's 6 of one, half dozen of another.
They wanted to get an alliance going that had some guys in it. Because they don't feel like... Okay. Are we just going with that?
Sure.
Okay. They don't feel like their girls alliance is solid enough. They want guys to win competitions for them.
Right.
So they put
together...
want to
use the guys.
They put together this alliance... So it's Paloma, Alyssa, Amira, and then 3 guys.
And Pooch?
Well, Monty, Kyle, and then it was supposed to be Pooch. But they decided at the last minute, you know what, we don't really trust Pooch anymore. So we're going to invite Michael instead.
But I don't get how stupid this is that you talk to somebody about an alliance, you go through with the alliance, and then they're not in the alliance.
Yeah.
They know about the alliance.
Yeah, Pooch was involved in some of the early discussions, so it very much was like a Frenchie move to me. Because remember, he would like talk to all these people about an alliance and then not actually follow through.
Yeah.
Well, Michael's smart. He knows that he is at the bottom of this group. So he's like, okay, I'm going to keep that up here. Going to keep that in the back pocket. But, you know, I'll use this alliance when I can.
Maybe he can move it to the vest pocket.
We'll see.
Yeah. All right. So Pooch and Britney, they have a conversation.
Britney is one of the Backstage pass holders this week.
Right.
And nobody knows at this point how this Backstage twist is going to play out. And Britney can see. If Pooch is the one to make a decision...
She wants to get in good with him.
She knows that he is closer to Alyssa and Paloma. So she's like, I need to do something here. I need to get in his good graces. I need to figure this out. So she's like, I got some info for you.
I have a morsel of info.
She lets Pooch know that Amira has been talking about targeting him. And this is true.
Oh.
She has been.
Oh.
But... Pooch is like, okay. He does not believe Britney. So it's very much like the whole Monty, Taylor, Paloma thing.
Isn't Pooch in an alliance with Amira?
Well,
kind of.
Not really. I don't know. There was some other one that he was supposed to be in her. Was like, isn't actually a thing. I don't know. There's so many BS alliances. But anyway.
Well, he goes and confronts Amira.
Yeah.
And,
again, he believes Amira. He does not believe Britney. He thinks Britney was just making stuff up because she's desperate at this point. So then, Amira is pissed at Britney because Britney is supposed to be working with her in this, like, girls' alliance.
But
girls.
Britney didn't know that Pooch went and talked to Amira.
I think it became pretty obvious when...
And they're, like, grilling Britney.
Yeah, Amira and Jasmine start grilling Britney.
And Britney's like... No, I didn't say anything. Yeah. It was very awkward turtles.
It was. It was intense. It was awkward. Yikes.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about the big elephant in the room, Paloma. Paloma hasn't been sleeping in the house.
Yeah. And she's been talking a mile a minute. It's been a lot since, like, the first few days.
I don't know exactly what was going on with her. There's all these rumors about medication and
I know, but
episodes.
I don't like to speculate too much about that kind of thing. That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to say anything about it, but that's what the rumors are. We don't know anything for a fact.
Mm-hmm. But they put together a little package of her kind of like talking a little bit about her struggle with trying to sleep in the house and
anxiety and being in the diary room for hours and falling asleep in the diary room. And
yeah. So
they didn't really give a whole lot of information on the Paloma
I'm not surprised because whenever like somebody's personal health or mental health is involved, they're not going to give you a lot of detail on that because isn't that like a HIPAA thing too? You know? So unless she was very forthcoming about it, which we have seen before. But
but she wasn't.
They did not go into great detail here. They just Daniel came out of the diary room with a card and he was all like,
I got something to say. And he starts reading the card and he starts crying immediately. And he announces that Paloma is out of the game
for a personal issue.
Yeah. So
everybody was crying.
Everybody was very upset. Everybody.
I do really wish the best for her. I hope that she is okay. I will say all this is not an excuse. Like, she still needs to be held accountable for some of the things that she said and did in the house. I hope she apologizes for that. I feel like Daniel right now in the POV speech. But I really do hope that she's okay. Because you never want to see somebody dealing with stuff like that.
Absolutely not. I hope she's okay. I kind of fault the show for it. If it is a medication issue, like...
we don't know, though.
We don't know. But if it is, I fault the show. Because the casting on this show has been sketch since season 1. When they were trying to create drama by putting people who they knew were going to have a problem.
I mean, that's just part of reality TV casting, too.
I know. But, like, it's so unnecessary to the extent that they do it.
I also have to say, like, I'm glad that Paloma was getting so much support from her fellow house guests. But, like, where was that when everybody was isolating Taylor and not including her in things and...
yeah.
Nobody cared about her mental health. Just saying. But anyway.
Yeah.
Hopefully Paloma's okay now and sleeping and relaxing.
Yeah. All right. So Monty led a prayer for her with everybody. Great. And Julie said, Godspeed.
All right. So
Does that mean hurry up and, like, get better?
I don't know. I don't know.
I never understood that.
I don't know. But
if you know, leave it in the comments.
Now, it was time to figure out what the hell is going to happen tonight. So, basically, okay, so America has been voting to save one of the Backstage pass holders this week.
So, Julie was kind enough, she was contractually required, to let us know that America voted to save Britney.
Woo!
We already knew that.
All right. Well, we didn't, but...
we had a feeling.
Okay, so Julie did not tell the house guests that part.
No.
That piece of information.
No.
It would have been kind of awesome if she did, but...
yeah, right? No, but I think it would have painted a target on Britney's back.
That's true. That's true. We don't need that. So anyway... now it's time for Julie to let the house guests and us know how this night was supposed to play out with the twist. So Julie checks in with the house guests and she's like, obviously, Paloma's out. We wish her the best. But here's the tea. So there wasn't going to be an eviction vote and like a regular eviction. the House was going to choose one of the nominees, so I guess they still would have voted.
Right.
Choose one of the nominees to battle against one of the
Backstage
backstagers.
pass holders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we didn't really get any clarification on how the backstage person would have been chosen out of either Paloma or Alyssa. I'm assuming Pooch would have chosen, but I don't know.
Well, Julie said since Paloma's gone, one of that was fulfilled, so they're not in danger.
She said that twist is over.
Right.
So Alyssa and Britney are fine. They're safe.
Right. And then nobody was going to be voted out this week. It was going to be a battle situation. So they're not getting rid of anybody that was on the block.
The nominees, yeah. So
Right.
Taylor and Terrence are also safe for the week. It was nice to see everybody celebrate together.
Everybody was happy. No one was sad.
Was Daniel happy? All of his nominees are still there.
Yeah, it's kind of an issue, and he doesn't have any safety this coming week because he can't compete for the HOH.
All right. Well,
so I'll amend that to everyone but Michael. No, everyone but Daniel was happy.
All right. Well,
Daniel was sad.
Big Brother was not going to throw out the competition that they had planned.
No.
So they decided that tonight's HOH was going to be completed in 2 parts, basically.
Right. So this ridiculous non-event part, just to do TV filler time.
Yeah, I mean, they had to fill the episode with some stuff since they weren't doing the whole competition and then eviction and blah, 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 you know?
Right. I wonder, since this was a head-to-head, if the 2 nominees, the 2 backstage pass holders were going to go head-to-head on that.
Maybe. And then
the winner of that was going to go against whoever, yeah.
That's possible because, I mean, this goes pretty quickly.
Because I think that would have been too much power
to give to Pooch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah.
That is a good point. So I guess we would have seen, if they went through with the twist, we would have seen Taylor versus Alyssa.
Right.
On this. Which we did see in one of the heats. But, okay. Yeah. So the house guests were going to face off in this obstacle course, which was basically like Super Mario World live. If you fall off at any point in the course, you got to go back to the beginning.
There were quite a few close calls there.
Yeah.
Or so we thought.
Well, Daniel was pulling out the chips to see who was going up against who.
Right.
And then if you win your heat, you move on to the HOH competition.
You pull for a higher title for the Ultimate Grand Supreme HOH for this week.
Right.
Which they're not going to be showing until Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you watch the feeds, and then you'll know who the winner is, or unless you check the spoiler.
All right. So, the first round was Pooch versus Michael.
And the audio was not working, unfortunately. And
Is that
Julie,
somebody was cursing, or?
No.
Okay.
And Julie kept saying, all right, let's go. Let's start.
And they were just standing there like,
Come on. And then she's finally like, go! And they went, okay.
So, yeah. Michael pulled out the win here. Woo! Michael Compies. Yes.
And then it was Taylor versus Alyssa.
Mm-hmm.
And Taylor was hanging by a thread on the rock wall.
Oh my God, that last stretch. Yes. She almost
did not
touched the ground.
Touch the ground, though. Mm-hmm. Do you think she left 75% of her hand skin on that wall?
Chrissy! I don't know.
All right. And then, so Taylor won that one. Mm-hmm. So then it was Indy versus Joseph. And Indy feel. It was supposed to be fell, but I wrote feel.
It's hard to take notes and watch at the same time. Yeah. So thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
So yeah, Joseph moved on.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had Britney versus Amira.
And Britney fell.
Britney was actually in the lead for a while, but then
she was in the lead momentarily.
I mean, this whole competition wasn't very long. So Amira moved on. And then it got a little, one more bad thing happen during the show?
It was Jasmine versus Terrence. And Jasmine fell. And it looked like she was also on that last stretch. The floor.
Yeah, but it was hard to see because the camera
wasn't panned down enough.
Yeah.
So Julie thought that she won, but then Julie said, no, wait, you didn't win. But then as Jasmine was walking
This was really weird. She was fine, and then she was walking off of the platform.
And she rolled her ankle.
She landed with her foot, like, to the side. She landed on her ankle, and it was like, blah. So then she
immediately collapsed.
She's just lying on the ground like, F.
Yeah, she said F, and it was not bleeped.
So then everybody was going over to help her, and Julie was like,
all right, we gotta go to commercial. Yeah.
Could one more thing go wrong during this show?
The look on Julie's face when she was waiting to go to commercial was just like...
Yeah, so luckily Jasmine is okay.
Julie
for now.
said she actually won. They reviewed the tapes. Mm-hmm. I still am not...
I'm not super confident that she didn't touch the ground, but okay.
Yeah, because I mean, let's just play devil's advocate. If they had to do it again, they would have gone over. And they couldn't have done it again because she was hurt.
Yeah. Do you think this is like some serious injury?
I think it's going to be...
I feel like maybe like a sprain
pretty bad
something.
injury.
I don't know. I hope they're not going to have to pull the scooter out again.
I don't think she broke her ankle, but I think she definitely strained it.
Strained or sprained?
Or like, can you dislocate it? Or
I don't know. It looked bad though. Oh. Ugh. Yeah. I hope she's okay.
All right. So when we came back from commercial break, Julie said, I don't care if she didn't win. She won in my books. So then Jasmine's moving on.
All right. So then she's like lying on the floor in the winner's circle. And then the next two come up. So it's Kyle versus Turner. Mm-hmm. Kyle freaking flew on that guitar part. He was like, bloop, 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 bloop.
He flew up like a freaking Nosferatu. And he won. All right. So then the last matchup. Do you think Julie told Kyle, you better haul ass because we got to make commercial break? So then Monty versus Nicole, they both
These two were taking their sweet ass time.
Yeah, this was crazy.
Maybe neither of them wanted to win.
And Julie was like, hurry up!
Yeah, so Monty ended up winning this round.
The second he rung in, Julie was like, all right, good night, house guests. Gotta go.
I gotta walk and talk. Get out of here.
So Julie double-timed it and said, basically, we'll see you Sunday, we'll see you Wednesday. And there's a big announcement on Thursday.
The new twist.
Yeah.
According to the interviews that she was doing today, it sounds like the house guests are going to be in, like, duos or besties, like pairs. I don't know what the deal is, but also I think there's, like, maybe supposed to be some new sort of competition. I'm not totally sure.
But they have an uneven number.
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
So
but
does the HOH not get a bestie?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe there's a throuple.
Oh.
I don't know. But let's just look real quick at who is moving on to the HOH competition.
A quick look at QuickBooks?
Yeah.
All right.
So Michael, Taylor, Joseph, Amira, Jasmine, Kyle, and Monty are all moving on to the HOH competition.
Okay, well, I see two very good possibilities there with Taylor or Michael to win HOH.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
If you could be hooked up with a buddy in this house, who would you want to be hooked up with?
I would say Michael.
Yeah.
I'd like to work with Michael.
I'd like to work with Michael and possibly, this is going to sound crazy, Indy.
Indy seems like so much fun, but I don't know how much she actually knows the game.
I know, but since she really doesn't know the game that well, she's going to fly under the radar. She's going to...
Well, I don't know.
She's going to be swept
along. Have you been watching the spoilers this week?
No.
Okay. Then I'll leave it at that. But anyway,
right.
Leave your thoughts on all this in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, much love.